Rattenborough and Avery, your intrepid adventurers, are here to show you something a little different. We have been talking about habitats, the places where plants and animals live. We've spent time in some of the most extreme habitats in the world. The freezing Arctic tundra, way up here, along with the Sahara Desert over here in North America. Now, I've come to a habitat that should be of great interest to you. Some of the most famous animals in the world live here. All right, now hold them right there. There you go. Welcome to the East African Savannah. Savannah is another name for grassland, a wide open, vast stretch of grass-covered land. You know you're in a grassland when there is a lot of grass around you, but not many trees or bushes. The East African Savannah has warm weather all year round. However, Avery, it only has 2 seasons, summer and a dry winter. Plants and animals that live here have had to adapt to these 2 very different kinds of weather in the summer and winter. Luckily, I brought my umbrella in case it starts to rain. There we go. Boy, I can barely see a thing in all of this grass. There is so much of it. As the name grassland suggests, grass is the most important plant growing in the savanna. The grasses are very hardy, which means that they can survive the tough conditions of their habitat. Long spells of dry grasses in the summer, and then heavy rainfall and flooding. The grass has adapted to these conditions by growing very deep roots. Even if the grass above ground is all destroyed, the roots underground survive and the grass can go back very quickly. It can grow almost an inch per day when it gets some rain. The grass in your backyard might take a whole week to grow an inch. Oh, look at that first animal. Yikes! I'm surrounded by hooves. That's because grass is food for many of the larger animals, like elephants, zebras, gazelles, and antelope. They chew on grass all day long. I don't think grass is all that tasty, to tell you the truth, but these animals depend on the nutrients in the grass to survive. It's all they need to eat. It would seem that because so many animals eat the grass in the savanna every day that there wouldn't be very much grass left after a while. But remember that this grass grows very quickly, so there's usually plenty for all the different herbivores like zebras and antelopes to eat. Do you remember what an herbivore is? An animal that eats what? Plants. Very good. Grass is not the only important source of food in the savanna. Many animals get their meals from the acacia tree. Giraffes, with their long necks and tongues, are able to eat twigs and leaves from the top of the acacia. Not only are giraffes' tongues long, but they are very tough. It's a good thing, too, because the twigs on the acacia tree are covered with all these sharp thorns that the giraffe eats them along with the leaves and the twigs. Must have a tough tongue. Elephants eat grass like the acacias too. And they like acacias too. They rest in the acacia's shade and eat the acacia's leaves, branches, and seeds. They even like to strip off the bark and chew on that. I think this acacia tree might be great to climb and get a better look at the savanna. But don't forget that it's covered in prickly thorns. Ouch! Uh-oh, did he get hurt? Acacias have adapted well to their habitat. Acacias have small leaves that don't dry out as quickly as larger leaves would in the dry, hot months. The root of the acacia grow very deep into the ground, which allows them to collect water from far underground when there is not much rainfall. And sharp thorns help keep some animals from eating too many of the branches. These trees are right at home in this habitat. Animals living in the savanna have adapted in many ways. Some animals, like the giraffe, have long, powerful legs. Remember that big word, adapted, Abe, we've been talking about? So that those legs help them run away from predators, animals that hunt and kill other animals, and their long legs also help them travel long distances searching for food. Can you imagine a rat like me keeping up with a giraffe or a zebra? Not a chance. Now there's a little bird that's sitting on this giraffe the whole time I've been watching. This is the oxpecker. He perches on the backs of large animals. It will use its sharp claws to hold onto the giraffe, who will hardly even know it's there. This giraffe and the oxpecker, Avery, they coexist. That's a big word. The oxpecker feeds on the fleas and ticks living on the giraffe's body and warns the giraffe of any predators that might be trying to sneak up on it. In turn, the giraffe will let the oxpecker live on its back and provide the oxpecker food, fleas, and ticks, shelter, and protection from the predators. The oxpecker will spend most of its life on the giraffe's back. It's like a partnership. They coexist. They live together. So here I am, back in all this tall grass, and I bet you recognize the black and white stripes of the zebra I've just run into. Zebras are specially adapted to living in the savanna. They have strong, long legs that make them very good at running. Outrunning lions and other predators. And the stripes on the zebra's legs and body don't just make it look pretty, they camouflage the zebra against the grass so that predators can't see it. Did you hear that word, camouflage? Zebras eat the grass on the savanna, so they are herbivores. Avery likes to wear her camouflage clothing when she goes into the woods looking for turkeys. Blends right into the environment. Huh, Avery? Over there, I can see the largest land animal in the world. Can you guess what that is? Look at who's on his back. This is the African elephant. It has very big ears. The African elephant is very big and eats up to 400 pounds of trees and grasses every day. That's about the same amount as the weight of 9 first graders. I had 9 of you. Lauren, please stop. I just need a piece of paper. No, please stop. African elephants are adapted to the hot weather in the savanna. They have huge ears that flap like fans to stay cool and keep away bugs. They also have thick skin that protects them from branches and thorns. Do you see the trunk on that elephant? An elephant uses its trunk for all sorts of things. The trunk is, of course, the elephant's nose for breathing and smelling, but the trunk is also used like a hand for lifting things, gathering food, and even holding onto other elephants' tails. Baby elephants or calves use their trunks to grasp other elephants' tails to keep from wandering away from the rest of the herd and getting lost. There's a part in the movie Jumbo where they're all lined up and the little baby elephants, they're all holding each other's tails like in a parade. That's my favorite part of the movie. The elephants also use their trunks to drink water. They suck up the water with their trunks and then put the water from the trunks into their mouths. They also use their trunks like a hose for showers and playtime. are. These animals are lions. Animals live in groups like prides. The females or lioness do most of the hunting. They are carnivores that hunt zebras, elephants, and all kinds of other savanna animals. Most groups of lions have just one or two male lions. The male lion is huge and incredibly strong. It has a furry mane, powerful jaws, and fearsome claws. Unless this lion meets a stronger lion, no other animal in the savanna habitat can match the lion's strength or power. Animals that are hunted by predators are called prey. One of the lion's favorite prey to hunt and eat are the zebras. Zebras try to use the camouflage of their stripes to hide in the grasses of the savanna so the lions will not see them. We have one animal left. Up at the top of this tree, I can see and hear birds that are waiting for the lions to finish their meals so that they can have dinner. These birds are called vultures. A vulture is a scavenger, which, as you have learned, is an animal that eats all the leftovers. All of the animals and plants that you have learned about so far. Can you look right here, Eve? This is the food chain. Come right here and peek at this. What do you see at the bottom of the picture? What's down there? The bottom, yeah. The grass. It's the savanna grass. And then the arrow points from the zebra to the lion because guess what? Oh, wait a minute, I goofed that up. Let me start over. The arrow points from the savanna grass to the zebra because the zebra eats the grass. The next arrow points from the zebra to the lion because guess what? The lion eats the zebra. Yeah. And then after the lion is the soil. Eventually the lion will die and his body becomes part of the soil. And then the grass grows out of the soil. And then that starts the food chain all over again.
Another lion and a zebra.
What do you think? All right, I have a couple questions for you. Let's talk about that word adapted. That means that the animals have changed over time so that they can live and survive in different areas. What animal is this? Oop, what animal is this? We'll start here.
A zebra.
A zebra. Do you remember how zebras have adapted in their environment in the savannah so that they can survive? You don't? Take a peek at it. What do you see on it?
Camouflage.
Well, what is camouflage? What's on it that camouflages it?
Black and white stripes.
Yes. Do you know when you put a bunch of zebras all together, it's hard for the animals that are trying to hunt to figure out where one zebra starts and the other one ends. Hey, no, I'm trying to take it away from you. Give me here. All right, what is another thing that a zebra has on its body that helps it adapt? What are these guys right here?
Hooves.
Yeah, the long legs. And how does that help it adapt the environment? Do you remember? It can do what if this guy is chasing him? No. Are you all done? Was this too long of a lesson? They can run fast and they outrun the lion. All right, and then do you remember the giraffe? The giraffe has a very long, what do giraffes have? Okay, listen, what do giraffes have? No, a giraffe. They have very long what? Quick, because we have to finish this up. No, a giraffe, honey. Look at me.
A giraffe.
A giraffe.
Very long neck.
And why does that help it adapt in the environment?
It helps them reach plants.
It does. It helps it reach plants way up in the tree that other animals can't get to. So then they kind of have,
That's bird.
yeah, except birds and the vultures that are sitting up there. But it gives them a little more food, doesn't it? That's safe and protected. Yeah, and then what about its tongue? Do you remember
It's
about the
very long.
And the tongue is real thick, right? So it can eat the prickly thorns. All right. All right, boys and girls. Well, you all did a really good job. I know this was a long lesson, but you know what? This has kind of inspired me to go and maybe watch The Lion King this afternoon, Ave. Do you remember The Lion King? That's in the savannah, isn't it? It looks just like it. And then next, you're going to go to a habitat that's a little closer to home, and you're going to explore plants and animals that might look quite familiar to us. But for now, Rattenborough says he's going to go check out some more wildlife. I'll see you later. Bye, boys and girls. Have a great day.